What's up everyone, and welcome back for another video here on the channel. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. If you are one of my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back. You know I appreciate you. And if this happens to be your first time stopping by on the channel, welcome. My name is Monet. I am 27 years old, and here on this channel I am a single cash budgeter. I utilize the cash envelope method, and I've used the debt snowball method in the past to get me out of debt. I have been tracking my financial journey here on my YouTube channel for the past 4 years. So if you want to see my progress or join the journey, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't, and hit the bell so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. So within today's video, we are back with another cash envelope stuffing. This will be the second paycheck from my full-time job for the month of September. And yeah, let's just dive right into it. So if you're interested in seeing how I'm going to budget that paycheck, then just keep on watching. All right, so as always, if you are new, let me just announce, because I typically get questions. Most of the things that you will see me use, I do have available within my website. The link for all of that is down in the description. I have my bank slip, my bank bag, my binder, the envelopes, my cash dividers. Literally, like I said, majority of the things you see, if you have an interest in them, you can check those out down in the description below. So here we have my cash, and what I like to do with my cash envelope method is that I take out a portion of my paycheck in cash, and then I keep a portion of that paycheck in the bank to pay for bills that are due online, or just like balance transfers that I do within my accounts. So here we see we have a cash stuffing total of $705. Looking at the bank slip here, this is what I presented to the teller. So this is how my denominations are. And yeah, it's just as simple as that. I write down my budget, figure out what I need, give it to the teller, and get the cash. So we can go ahead and move the things that we aren't going to use right now to the side, and we will bring that back when we need it. And I always get started with my wallet, and my wallet holds all of my variable expenses. So let me take out my cash dividers. All right, so here is that. And once again, all of the cash dividers here I am using within my dollar challenge. So what that is that if I have any dollars left over from these categories from the last time I cash stuff, I set them to the side, put them in the jar, and then at the end of the year, I count that jar. So it's just a mini little savings challenge that I like to do. So before we get started with stuffing, let's go ahead and break down the paycheck. I appreciate that you guys are enjoying the full breakdown of the paycheck. I have been using this new setup for a little minute now, and I haven't gotten much complaints. So far, everybody has been enjoying it, so thank you. As always, leave your comments, recommendations, all of that down below, and I can check them out, because I always want these videos to be beneficial for you guys and myself, so both of us can get some enjoyment and education from it. But as far as this paycheck from my full-time job, I received $2,174. So speaking of the bills that I did not take out and that I decided to keep within my bank, we have $820 that I am setting aside for the second half of my rent, so that then by the end of this month, I will now have the full amount saved up for my rent. And if you watched my monthly budget reset, this is the first month where I decided to break up my rent and my utilities. So for my utilities for the month, that came to a total of $58. My utilities consist of water, trash, and sewer, so that's always variable. This month it wasn't too bad, so I was happy to see that. The other expense that I have is electricity. That is $74 that I kept in the bank for that bill. And then the last thing is my gas for my car. That is $40 that I set aside to add towards what I have left over. And again, that will support me for the next 2 weeks. All right, so those are all of the electronic bills, I guess I can say. And now we can get into the cash stuffing. So starting off with spending, I will be giving myself $100 from this paycheck, and that's going to be all in 20s. I did take the time to get myself back on track from my last cash stuffing. I told you guys I was using my debit card because I was late with stuffing this. So we figured everything out, and now everything should be in line. So I had $40 left over from my spending, and I like to roll over any cash that I had from the week before other than my dollars. So adding 100, we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40. So that's a total of $140 now saved for my spending. I did use some of my money from my spending to upgrade my bed situation. I told you guys last time that I wanted to get like a mattress topper and a comforter. Shout out to my best friend. She sent me the link for this memory foam mattress pad, and I got it last night and I put it on my bed. It is life-changing. I love it. It is exactly what I needed. I did have to take some out of spending and some out of my household sinking fund, because I got a memory foam mattress pad, I got a mattress topper, and I got a new comforter. So altogether that came to like $230, which is crazy to think about, that I had to do to upgrade my bed. So I'm just gonna be happy with it, deal with it, pay for it, and now I can sleep like a queen. I just love it. It's amazing. All right, moving on. Next we have groceries. Groceries is getting $150. And I do need to go grocery shopping this weekend, but I'll probably save that for Sunday, because Saturday I kind of just want to be lazy. Like, I really don't want to leave my house, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I do have some singles, so we will go ahead and add that to the side. So adding $150 for groceries, we now have 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85. $185 now for groceries, and that should be fine. Up next we have toiletries. Toiletries is getting $50. I'm just gonna do a $50 bill. I didn't use anything from toiletries last time, so the 50 I had prior is still here, so that's giving me a grand total of $100. I'm debating if I want to save up money for toiletries, because we did finalize the plans for my birthday trip, so I will be going somewhere for my birthday. I'll update you guys all on what it is when I do the closeout of my monthly budget, because it'll just be easier to explain it then. But I'm thinking I'm gonna get my hair done professionally, like go to a braiding shop, and I haven't been to a braiding shop in years. I'm leaning towards, I want to try like the boho braids that, you know, all the girls are wearing, and I want it down to like my waist. You know, since I'm turning 28, I feel like I should give myself a little look that I've never had before. So I'm leaning towards that, and I'm debating if I'm gonna save it up in toiletries, because November is a magic month, and November is my birthday, if you don't know. So technically I am getting an extra paycheck. So I don't know. I'm just debating on if I want to save it or just pay for it with that paycheck, but we'll see how things pan out. If I need to get something from toiletries, obviously I'm going to pull from it. And then obviously I'm also going to get my eyebrows done, my nails done, you know, all that stuff builds up in preparation for my vacation. So I don't know. I'm still debating on that, you guys. But as of right now, I'm trying not to spend toiletries. Up next, we have clothing. Clothing is getting $30, so I will do a 20 and a 10. This is another category that, oh no, I did take. I thought I didn't take money from, but I can see I'm $10 short. And I just remembered, I got a shirt off of Amazon. It's like this long sleeve shirt for fall that I had my eye on for some time, and it went down to $10. So I went ahead and bought that. So now within toiletries, I have 20, 40, 50, 55. So there we go. The next thing I'm probably gonna get for clothing is a birthday dress of some sort. I'm jumping to November when I actually have things in October, but my mind is so focused on November, but I'll probably have to get an outfit for October because I am going to a concert and I'm going to Miami. So I don't know. I'm all over the place, you guys. After that, we have eating out. Eating out has $2 whole left, which, surprise, surprise, that is completely empty. And I will be adding $40. And it's the weekend, so I'm definitely gonna get me a little treat, you know, for getting through the work week. So this $40 will be used. But in terms of my variable expenses for my cash dividers, that is everything. So I always love to have some money, and I am ready to spend for the next 2 weeks. There we go. All right, up next we have our singles. So let's count to see what we saved. We have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. Not too bad. We will go ahead and add that to our jar. And $5 is better than none. So there we have it. And then after that, we have our coins. I believe I have a little bit of coins from last week because technically it's only 1 week that I did for spending, but I think I have some coins. So we'll just add that. All right, and there we have it, nice and added. Now we can get into our binder, and here I keep my sinking funds. And let's hope this week that I can count correctly. Many of you guys let me know I miscounted quite a few envelopes in my last video, which thank you, I appreciate. But yeah, I'm not the best counter. Sometimes I mess up. The 50s sometimes throw me off when I'm doing a 50 and a 20. But you know, let's hope that today everything works out. So starting off with annual payments, that's going to be getting $30. And adding that to my envelope, we now have 20, 30. Look, see, now I'm nervous. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390. So that's $390. And it's funny because in my previous life, I was a bank teller. I was a bank teller at 2 different banks. So I think if you put all of my work all together, I was a bank teller for about a year. So the fact that I miscount explains why my drawer was short sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But now they got the machine, so now bank tellers are very lucky, they don't mess up that much. But I believe I counted 390 for annual payments. If you don't know, annual payments is for things such as subscriptions like Apple Music, Netflix. I did get the notice that Hulu is going up next year, so I don't know if I will be renewing that because the price jump was a little bit crazy. I did hear that some people buy Hulu on Black Friday, and then if you just keep renewing it on Black Friday, it's a better deal. So I'm gonna see if I can try and do that because I really don't want to pay the increase. My Hulu is due in March, so I would pay next year in March, but I'm not looking forward to that. So you guys let me know if that's a thing, if that's true, if that's what you do, because I don't think it's worth it. All right, up next we have car maintenance. Car maintenance is getting 20, so we will do a $20 bill. Within this envelope, we have a $1,000 placeholder, so that means $1,000 is in the bank. And then in cash, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So that's $1,100 in car maintenance, which is crazy. I stumbled across like one of my old videos when I first started in like 2020. And to see how far I've came from the sinking funds is crazy, but most importantly for car maintenance, because if you are an OG, when I first started this journey, my first car, oh gosh, she put me through so much, and I could never save anything for car maintenance because she was constantly in the shop, constantly breaking down. I put so much money into her, but everything happened for a reason. I let her go. I have my new car that I love, and I'm gonna ride her till the wheels fall off. But it's just amazing to see that now I have over $1,000 in car maintenance because I never thought I would see the day. Okay, I'm very chatty today. I don't know why. I'm just happy for the weekend, I guess. I hope you guys are having a good weekend as well. Let me know what you're doing, if you have anything planned, and give me some movies and shows to watch. That's like the question of the day, because now I'm turning into a hobbit because it's getting chillier outside. Like sometimes the weather drops, but we're getting into the spooky season, and that's when I like to watch my movies. It doesn't necessarily have to be a scary movie because I don't do horror. Just a movie in general. A lot of new Netflix movies have come out, so that's basically what I'm binge watching. All right, but anyway, for car insurance, we're adding $40. Yes, $40. And adding that, we'll now put the envelope with 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 320, 340, 350. $350 in car insurance. Once again, I'm saving up for 6 months, and that should be due October, November. Can't remember, honestly. Here it is Christmas. That is getting $20. Christmas has $500 placeholder, so that means $500 is in the bank. And in cash, we have 20, 40, 60. So that's a total of $560 for Christmas. All right, so after Christmas, we have gifts. Gifts is getting $20. And now within gifts, we have 20, 40, 60. Oh, God. Okay. Let me count correctly. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. All right, so that's $84. I'm saving up for my best friend's birthday in October, and I'm gonna give her a $100 gift card. That's normally what we give each other, so that's what I'm doing for that. Up next, we have household. Household is getting 15, so I will do a 10 and a 5. As I said, I did use this, so the balance did go down a little bit. But now in this envelope, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5. So 105 in household. All right, up next we have medical. Medical is getting 40. And as we can see, I put a placeholder of $500 in here because we did save $500 in the last paycheck. So I deposited that. And then I'm adding $40 to get us back to our $540. So that's normally where I like to cap medical, and I'll just pull from it when I need it. So $540 should be good, and we will leave that envelope alone. I was waiting for a bill from my OBGYN for that visit, but it looks like I'm not gonna have to pay for it. I don't know, for some reason, when I went last year, insurance paid a little bit and then I paid the rest. But this time it looks like insurance covered the whole thing. So I'm not gonna complain, and we'll take that win where we can get it. All right, and then next up we have travel. Travel is getting $150, so that is what we have left. And adding to that, we now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 420, 440, 450, 455. So at this point, I'm basically saving up for the Miami trip and my birthday. So we will just let that slowly build. I feel like where I have it is a comfortable spot, so I'm not too worried about it. As long as I'm, just keep putting the same amount that I anticipate, I should be good. But in terms of my cash stuffing, that is everything. So now we can get into my transfers. So these are mainly savings categories that, again, I don't take cash out for, but I just transfer them to their accounts. But we are still tracking the balances because they are important. So first up, we have my home fund. So from this paycheck, that got $285, and adding that $285 will now give us a total saved of $7,400 towards the home fund. I always get questions of what this is. This is basically like a down payment towards something. I have $20,000 as the overall goal, but again, that's just a starter. My dream or hope is to get some type of home by the time I'm 30, but I don't know. The way life has been, that might not happen. It might happen. I don't know yet. We'll see where the wind blows, but either way, I'm gonna keep continuing to save towards that. The next thing that I have is my Roth IRA. I am putting $192 from this paycheck towards that fund. This is the first year I've opened my Roth IRA, so I am working towards the $7,000 goal. With this, I am now at $4,492 invested in there. So again, that is nice to see. But yeah, as far as my paycheck and how I budgeted, that's where my money went, and hopefully you enjoyed. All right, so as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you got some motivation, some benefit, or learned something from this. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and thumbs up the video because that really does help and support. Share it with anybody that you think would benefit from it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. But as for today, that is all I have. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all in my next one. Bye guys.